1v1 me in the Roche pit, dude. I'm going to own you. Nobody ever obliges.
Just need to start throwing out some fake GGs and
here we go.
LGD and
clash.
mid.
Fissure. This is the combo play that Navi are searching for. Maybe gets Grave. Looks like he will end up going down here in the end. Glimpse back. No, he pulls out. Don't tell me he lives. Maybe. Oh, they gotta finish him off. This is beyond infuriating for Navi. But they do get to. It's just not the ideal candidate. God, they would have loved to take down that Storm.
It's so hard. Once he's graved, it's like, unless you can chain him doing that grave, he still had so much mana left, he's almost guaranteed to be able to get that full lightning off.
They had everything there. They had the static storm, the kinetic field, fissure, call down. They threw the whole kitchen sink at him, and they got him. But, hey, shallow grave.
Still the kind of fight they were looking for. They get a couple of kills. They regroup a little bit, and from here they've de-warded their jungle as well. They've at least taken out one of the wards here. Their vision around their own jungle in this top lane is fantastic, and that's where LGD have been spending a lot of time when they've been 5-manning. LGD have to be careful this next kind of 3 to 4 minutes. If they try and make plays around the top side of the map, Na'Vi could have their number with their team fight getting scarier and scarier, as well as the Blink Dagger being up on Earthshaker.
And it is going to be the Necro build here for Sylar. Already picked up the Necro 1. He's hit level 12, just turbo farming the woods, 120 CS, and this is not a hero that farms stacks quite the way a Gyro or a Shadow Fiend does, but he does it through raw damage rather than AoE. Keeping the lead now. He'll be the pushing engine, and you can see Sylar starting to split push a little more. Seems like with the Blink online, Na'Vi about to get their mech. This may be where LGD changed up the game plan a little bit. Stop going for the group up and fight, and start going for the split push. But Na'Vi have other ideas. They're on the smoke. Moving down through the river. They find an illusion room.
They could get lean if they head that direction, but maybe looking for a bigger prize in the like and hoping that they can catch Sylar in the jungle.
Mid. They're looking for it. The MMY tucked away, though. He's in a really tough spot to get at him.
They don't find the like, and unfortunately, Sylar was at the Ancients when they made this expedition.
And he is going to be scouting with the Wolves now.
He doesn't see the smoke
gank, though. Oh, he might catch them retreating out.
I don't know if they've even seen MMY. He TP'd to the tier 2. He knows exactly what's going on and where Na'Vi are. When you make a TP like that, just to go a small distance.
This is, it brings back memories. These Wolves just always giving vision, and potentially even later on, the Storm can use them as a launching pad for boots of travel.
A re-smoke, though. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but they're headed towards top.
Well, the split push is coming quickly. They're going to fight mid. Funny getting caught out.
It's a fake push. They're looking to initiate top. Saniko's going to go for a Blink Echo Slam, but he's too late. He tried to get there to defend with the smoke.
They go on mid instead. They're going to take the tier 1 down, but it's a tier 1 for a tier 2, and maybe closes in on the Bloodstone.
They've got the Observer Ward.
Commitment here. They have
Blink
to
Echo.
completely chain stun him, or he will just fall away. No! Maybe finish the camp too soon. There's the Yules. Echo at the ready. They've got just a split second here. Saniko on the chase. He's out of mana now. Has the TP scroll. I think they got him with the next fissure, but they have to make sure this connects. Blink forward. Keep the vision on him. He balls out trying to dodge, but he can't. And they finally corral that pesky Storm.
When that fissure missed, my heart just stopped. And he's going to get away from another 4-man gang. Like, how is this possible? But
oh, jeez.
If he had gotten away, then Na'Vi would just be on tilt. And
it's just one of those games where you don't have that much lockdown for Storm. It's really just the Blink Echo. Your Glimpse Static Storm sounds nice, but haven't had the vision for it most of the time. And you could it's just frustrating if you're on the other side and you're Na'Vi, but finally they're able to bring him down, and I don't think he spent his gold before he died there, so it will delay the Bloodstone quite a bit.
Didn't have any way of, needed the courier at the secret shop if he wants to spend money, and for LGD, they've slowed down quite a bit here. They haven't been gaining momentum. They haven't really taken a big farm advantage outside of Sylar, so they do have, and I think they're really respecting the team fight of Na'Vi right now. They're not looking to get aggressive on the map like they'd normally do. 15 to 20 minutes is normally where LGD reigns supreme. They're 5-manning, they're taking towers, they're smoking a lot, but right now instead, they're playing defensively and farming as passively as they can. Sylar was farming the Ancients, not his own jungle when Na'Vi were missing, because he had protection there and his jungle was a complete unknown factor. He does not feel safe moving out on this map with his team.
Yeah, normally the rap on LGD is they only play one way because they're a Shao 8 team. They like to just 5-man, group up and fight, but we see their ability to adapt here, and it's definitely the right way to go, given the nature of the dress for this stage. Maybe once they get some BKBs, could be in the offing for Sylar, and eventually for maybe, then perhaps they look towards the bigger, larger scale team fights, but like you said, just very risky to go in for the larger 5v5 right now.
Wolves will come on through and scout out Na'Vi at the Ancients here, but this is the key here for LGD, is use the vision that these Wolves provide. It can allow them
They had the ward mid. They saw two, and they're smoking.
Yep.
They have the Yules now as well on Xiao 8. Could be the tool to initiate. Sneeko has a Blink Dagger, but if he gets caught by Xiao 8,
Storm.
he's not going anywhere. Blink out just in time. Yep. Oh, and Xiao 8's revealed. Sneeko, Spidey senses a tingling, does make it out. But Yao still wants to go in on this.
I think
double Observer ward here as one is about to expire, so they have plenty of vision towards mid.
You're fighting a scary team fight. Storm not there. Storm finishing his Bloodstone at the top lane, which is fine. And I think the idea was find a solo pick off and then get out. They realized that 3 heroes with the Ancients, so while they were nearby the mid lane, they felt like they could get a quick pick off and make their way up. But Sneeko, like you said, fast fingers, gets out of there, and LGD just going to have to be forced to go back to that defensive farming nature right now.
It honestly kind of reminds me of those TI3 games where you'd see like a Magnus and just a hard carry melee hero, where that's how LGD are approaching this one. It's one big misstep, we get team wiped by this combo. So let's, like you said, find the pick off. Don't go in on 5, not right now. Once Storm gets a BKB, once we have a couple of additional items on the Lycan, then maybe we can force these fights. But now is not their time. They're looking for, again, bottom, trying to hunt out Funnick. Didn't see him, though. He just made into the trees.
Back in.
He surges out. He backs in. He drops the wall. There's the Echo. Xiao 8 dead in an instant. And in a blink, so too is Yao. But Sylar says, screw it. Rushes in. Deploys his Necro Book. Now decides to back out very fast. As MMY tanks the Queen of Pain out 1 by 1. LGD getting picked off and pulled apart. They'll end up losing 3. Didn't have to storm there. Probably wouldn't have mattered. Na'Vi see what looks like a very slight opening. And they just go for it.
Fantastic play. Funnick managed to hide from the trees as Xiao 8 came out, so he had no idea where the Darkseer was. Darkseer calls for the TPs, and they just pounce. They get 2 kills instantly, and then LGD think, okay, we can go in and fight. They just use all their ultimates, which was true, but they still didn't have the firepower. The Necro 3s just weren't really that potent in the fight.
In their jungle, they have found him again, maybe. Oh, the fish are just late.
Yep.
Didn't have the Echo follow-up, but they did have a glimpse. Might have been able to catch him with that.
Maybe he'll TP himself towards bottom, and Funnick does need to be a bit careful down here.
This game looking a whole lot more stable for Na'Vi, and they just have a lot more ways to catch heroes out. Last game, it was really just Artstyle and the Disruptor as the source of their team fighting control, but this time the Sneeko Earthshaker, to some extent even the Funnick Darkseer, and now much more so as he gets the Blink. This used to be one of Funnick's really big heroes. TI3 again, I don't know if you recall that 3 or 4 hero vacuum onto the Dire Cliff in their jungle. Oh, that was a thing of beauty. Funnick's looking for that once more.
He's had ones like that around the Roshan pit countless times as well, where he'll vacuum people onto the cliff.
And they want to fight bottom. Do they have the ultimate cooldowns on time? Echo Slam is up at 50. No Quap ult. They don't have either big ult. Do you think they can fight this without either?
It's risky. They'll look to like chip and poke around, but I don't think they'll look for a full engage.
There's the back into a Static Storm. Kinetic Field only catches maybe, though, who stands his ground for now. Can he ball out of here in time? Bloodstone deny. No, he makes his way out. They try to glimpse him back in, and he's still going to survive in the end. Oh, they were close to wrangling him, gods, but just good defensive support play. The tower is denied. Na'Vi able to at least get that.
Well, so I definitely showed that it was worth a shot for Na'Vi. That vacuum Static Storm, they said, we don't need all our ultimates, we just need like 1 or 2. A Static Storm, that'll do it. They had the wall as well, so they said no Sonic Wave, no Echo, no problem. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite kill the Storm because of the defensive support play, but it still feels like that was a justifiable a hold attempt from Na'Vi.
And it also puts the fear of God in LGD.
Yeah.
That next time, if they have the Echo, if they have the Queen of Pain ult, and we go there, and more than one hero gets caught, God forbid it's the Dazzle, you're in a lot of trouble.
I mean, LGD weren't even close to going for a kill or finding a kill that fight, whereas Na'Vi were just inches away from killing a Storm Spirit.
Xiao 8 is hunting. He is going to try to find a Vostir. Gets the Yule Scepter off. Is there any sort of backup coming in for the Gyrocopter? Doesn't have the BKB cooldown just yet, but Xiao 8 gets countered, initiated upon. Now they snowball, bringing him into the fray, looking for the Laguna on Havos. They do. They zap him down. Now the Grave on Xiao 8. Excellent defensive support play. Glimpsing back, maybe take him out of the fight. Xiao 8 healed. Then Mac. They just can't kill this Lina. Looks like a carry by how much HP he's constantly being given. And in the end, a 2 for nothing. Well, Na'Vi, as strong as they are, it's 5. If they get caught out 1 by 1, they do melt.
Yeah, they weren't grouped up and ready for that one. I think that was just some surprising LGD aggression. Like, they just went diving in, hoping for the best. And out of this, Roshan is the goal and something that Na'Vi with 2 dead can't really contest.
When you are running a gigantic team fight combo like this, the worst thing to have to deal with is a second life. Wraith King used to be a great counter pick to big AoE team fights for exactly that reason, and Aegis now comes out for the Storm. So obviously, not a great Aegis carry, but Storm amazing for this. So now they got to find a way to kill maybe twice.
This is a Storm who's getting scary and scary. This guy has been the player of this TI so far. I would say...
I would agree.
The stand-up player. As far as individual skill and talent goes, probably him and Arteezy have been the 2 standout individual players. Arteezy gets overshadowed by the fact that he's on a team of star players who
the
also play
is
amazingly.
Everyone expected it out of Arteezy.
Yeah.
I don't think many people... certainly not from the Western scene expected of maybe. Some have seen what he's done on LGD, but he's never played on, well, I wouldn't call it the big stage yet as far as the environment, but as far as the quality of competition, it certainly is.
He also gets the edge because he was the orchestrated a big comeback. Secret haven't had to have a big comeback yet. Well, the games they were behind, they lost.
Are you challenging Arteezy?
Yeah, look, well, challenging Secret. They got to get behind, and then Arteezy's got to, I don't know, power his way
is
through
not
a comeback.
known to shy away from a challenge.
He's got to have a big 10k gold Ember Spirit comeback.
You what, mate?
Arteezy are going to play Ember Spirit? What? I don't think that's in our hero pool.
That's one thing EG get to do now that they didn't used to with Sumail now on the field. I'm sure they'll give Arteezy a hard time for it, but man, he makes up for it with his other heroes. Back to the mid lane.
Just wait for the grand finals, LD. Arteezy will pull it out.
Back to the mid lane. Call down coming through. Havos instantly BKBing, but it's an air ball. This is going to make this tower defense quite a bit trickier. Sylar did ultimate. They're going to glimpse him back to slow down the push for about half a second. He's right back in, and out he goes. LGD, no full commit here, but they know with the BKB and the call down both used, there is a chance. Na'Vi still want to fight this, though. They feel like they might be able to take the engagement anyway, and so they glyph. Out come the shards, scouting more than anything. No Lycan ult either. Oh, they're going for it back. There you go. Now the wall, the snowball used. They didn't catch anything with that. No Static Storm or Kinetic Field, and now they fall in. Static Storm was waiting for this, but he already blinked his way out of this one, or actually able to walk his way out. Art Style, the first man down. Sylar going to BKB, and in they go for more. They get the killing spree, and it's tough to hit that combo reliably when you're outside your base and just not able to find the opening. Now a ball in, maybe has the Aegis, rushes in, Havos no BKB, down for the count. The push continues in earnest. Dendi, Yule's ready soon. Back, Echo, Guapo, the combo plays from Na'Vi. Just when you think you're safe, they find the kills, but there's still an Aegis here. Sylar's still alive. They're not done just yet. They'll have a second life on the Storm here. Might be able to go back in on Siniko. Sylar was really thinking about it. They're going to work on the racks. Oh boy. If only they had everything else. If they had the wall there, the Static Storm ready to go as well.
If they had the gyrocopter. Oh.
My kingdom for a full team fight. That's the war cry by Na'Vi. Oh, they might find MMY here, though.
And that's where LGD just played that smart. They chipped away. They forced Na'Vi to commit like a BKB or the vacuum wall, and then they went in when they knew it was fairly safe. They just underestimate a bit the killing potential of a few ultimates. They're like, okay, they're missing half their ultimates, we can push, but half their ultimates, in that case, a vacuum, Sonic Wave and Echo Slam was enough. They didn't need cooldown, they didn't need wall, they had 2 others.
Honestly, I think if you're LGD here, overall you're kind of happy with the matchup, just because you have these 2 super farmed carries, or at least getting there, rather than having like 5 reasonably farmed heroes who can all just die to that. If the Lycan gets much bigger, maybe he can just run in and tank the combo. But we see again and again how hard it is to high ground this team. Sylar going to BKB dodge, and he's really chasing for this. I think he needs to back. Yeah, he's going to give up.
He's completely alone, but
that was a little ballsy.